What is your biggest pet peeve? Guys, I don't like I I think hate is a strong word, but I despise I despise liars. I don't like liars. I don't If you are a liar, stay away from me. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Petty. Thank you so much for joining me on yet another video. If you are new here, go on and subscribe to this channel. If you are new or if you're not new, comment, like, and just share this video with someone you think will love this channel or love this video. What is the best advice you have ever received? So, the best advice that I've ever received, it came from two people. Like it kind of like link up. The first one was from Pumile Dwaba. She's a YouTuber. She didn't like give me directly like, okay, Petty, this is my advice to you. She actually said it in one of her videos, and she said, let excellence be your brand. So I actually like that stuck with me to say, okay, everything that I produce, it should be of excellence. And then connecting it also with Janet Manua's advice. In 20, I'm forgetting the year, I think it's 2019, we went to one of her mentorship sessions, and she said that you should always produce quality. Like everything you do should be quality. Because God is quality. Like if you look at the trees, if you look at the skies, if you look at everything that He created, everything is quality. So who are we when we do music or when we do this project to just say, as long as ndaimbira Mwari, you know how we are as musicians, or when we are starting, we're just like, as long as I'm singing for the Lord, it doesn't matter if the sound is bad, doesn't matter if the video is bad, I'm just doing it for the Lord. But she said, let everything that you produce, let it be perfection, because God is perfection. Everything He does, everything He created is perfection. So it kind of like link up with let excellence be your brand advice, because God is excellent. So yeah, that was the best advice that I've ever received, and it kind of like stuck with me all these years. It's one of the things that I always like refer to if I want to say, okay, music wise or things that I do. I'm just like, I want excellence to be my brand. It's actually my WhatsApp, what is it called, like the one that you always see that is written on your WhatsApp. Yeah, that one. The next question is, if you could have dinner with any of any Bible character, who would it be? Definitely Paul. Guys, have you ever read Paul's letters? Have you ever read Paul's letters? Paul's letters are, I don't know, they are full of wisdom. I'm failing to really like explain them, because that is exactly how I feel about Paul's letters. We are talking about the Corinthians, we are talking about Galatians, Philippians, that man was on another level. Like I always say that whenever I read Paul's letters, I always feel like he's talking to me. Every time I'm like, okay, to the Corinthians, you I'm a prisoner of Christ. I'm just like, I get you, Paul. I get you. I get you. Like, Paul was so wise. But anyways, everyone in the Bible was so wise. And including, maybe this I can say that excluding Jesus, because everyone would want to have a meal with Jesus. But then like sitting down with Paul, I think besides Jesus, I would really want to sit down with Paul and just talk, because he was so wise. He would be like, at the Romans, how you'll be like, I'm trying to think one of the verses that he said in Romans. Nothing can separate us from the love of Christ. Paul was something else, guys. Paul was something else. Even like the one that of contentment that was my theme this year when he was saying I've learned in all everything to be content. Because I know to have many, I know to not have many. I wanna sit down and talk to Paul. So the next question is, what is your favorite comfort food? So personally, I'm a savory person. By saying savory, I mean that I like salty things. I'm talking of I like meat, I like chips, I like, yeah, probably can say junky food, but so that's basically it. So I can say that right now my comfort food is either potato crisps or like fries, chips, whatever you call them in your. Okay, the next question is, do you have a secret talent? What is it? So, my secret talent, I would say, is organizing. I don't know if it's secret or you guys already know it. I'll say that my secret talent is organizing and gathering, like organizing events and gathering people together. Like, I feel like it's not that secret, but probably you don't know that I'm very good at organizing events. I'm very good at putting things together. Like I love it. People at work that usually say that I thrive very well under pressure, which is very true. I love it when, especially when it comes to events, that pressure of just making sure that everything is in order, everything is going on well. Also, being able to pivot, like if something goes bad, to say, okay, what can we do to think fast? I always see it as a challenge, and I love challenges. And yeah, that's basically it. I don't want to like toot my own horn and say, oh, I'm very good at this, but basically usually when I plan those things, it goes on well. So yeah, I love, or my secret talent is organizing and planning events. The next question is, what is the most challenging experience you have faced and how did you overcome it? I think the most challenging experience that anyone could face is death of a loved one, death of family members. I think that's something that you never get used to. You never say that I overcame. I was watching one podcast where a person was actually saying that death, it's not something that you say that I've overcome. It's something that you like grieving the pain is something that you just learn to live with. To just say that every time you think about that, it just pains you. So I think that's one of the most challenging, in fact the most challenging thing that always happen. I think that because you are attached to this person, you grew up seeing this person or this person, and then the next moment they are not there and like you are never going to see them again. So that becomes a challenge, and overcoming it, you never overcome it. I think you always remember, every time you remember that person, it always hurts to be like, oh, I wish she was here, or she could have, you could have. So yeah, that's it. What is your biggest motivation in life? I think that my biggest motivation in life is people generally. I love people. I love inspiring people. So that becomes my biggest motivation. I think that's the one prayer that I always say when I pray, to say, God, help me show your people you. I don't know if that makes sense, to say, I want to show you God to your people. So that becomes my motivation when I help somebody, when I encourage somebody, when I do these things. And I'm not always on 100%, but that becomes my motivation to say, okay, somebody needs me and somebody needs to hear this. And sometimes there are things that I actually think of and be like, oh, it doesn't. like it doesn't matter, like Basa. But then inside I just feel like, okay, this might probably help somebody, so let me share or let me do that. So people, inspiring people, motivating people in this world as just God. Yeah, that becomes my motivation. The next question is, what is your biggest pet peeve? Guys, I don't like, I I think hate is a strong word, but I despise I despise liars. I don't like liars. I don't, if you are a liar, stay away from me. Because I really don't like liars. I feel like lying is just a sign of disrespect. You don't respect that person, you don't respect her, so that you're like, okay, instead of telling you the truth, I choose to just lie. And for what reason? You know, the Bible says, and the truth shall set you free. So sometimes it's okay to just say the truth. It's just a sign of respecting. Obviously, there are things that we don't have to share, but I prefer for you to say it in a different but honest way. To say, I don't like, I don't know, in a mature way, instead of you like straight up just lying. I don't know why people do that. And then I don't know if this is the last question. I just want to check what has been. Okay, I think this is the last question. What is your idea of a perfect day? So, my idea of a perfect day is probably just waking up. I love being at home. Like, I feel like I get energized when I'm at home. So, my idea of a perfect home is just waking up probably around 10 a.m. Waking up, maybe a day filled with family, good food, and just chilling at home. That will be my perfect day. That will be my perfect day. So, guys, that is basically all the questions. I've answered all the questions. Tell me, answer answer them, these questions, in the comment section. What is your favorite food? Which country would you want to go? What is your pet peeve? Share with me in the comment section. I want to hear you. I want to hear your side as well. Let's get to know each other. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe, to share with the next person and someone you think will benefit from it. Thank you so much. God bless you. I love you. Bye.